Hey, it's your boy, Digital Dave. Welcome to the channel. Today I put everything on hold because just 1 week after my 50th birthday, I was given this challenge to get out of my comfort zone and speak to the masses, or whoever stumbles across this channel, and talk about things like what have I learned throughout my life and what are the challenges. Obviously, you're going to hear success stories, you're going to hear failures, and, you know, one story did come to mind that we're going to get to. But currently, I don't know what's going to come of this channel, but let's give it a try. Okay, I wanted to talk about change, and it reminds me of a story that maybe started about 15 years ago. And with this story, I'm hoping to maybe just help that one person out there. So here it goes. I had been working a dead-end job for almost 10 years. And this was the kind of company that nobody ever left. You could get a pension as one of those classic American companies. And it turns out in my one little position that I was working, I was so good that I was able to reinvent this whole position and save the company probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I had gotten so good at this that there was no way the company was going to let me move on and do anything else. So when I realized this, I started to get prepared. I went back to school. It took me 3 years to complete another degree. And while I was working full time with a house, with a wife, and with a new baby, I was able to go back and get another degree. And it took me a very long time to get an interview in this new field. And I was offered an 18-month contract where when it's over, you're done. You get let go and you go find something else. Well, one more piece to this was it was a failing company. And somehow I was able to convince my wife to go for this change in my career. I was the breadwinner. I was the only one working in the household, which obviously makes things a little bit more challenging. And I got to start in my mid-30s with this new position. I did land this 18-month contract, and starting over. I got to start over as an entry-level designer. And my goal was to learn enough in those 18 months that I could go anywhere and be a desired employee, be a valuable employee in the marketplace. It was an hour commute each way. It was extremely long hours. If you're familiar with a failing company, they're very understaffed. And at the end of my time, that famous company did close their doors. Specifically, my area, 100% were laid off. And for the next several years, I clawed and scratched and did all I could to continue to be successful in my new field. It wasn't easy. I had to move my family several times. At this point, I had 2 kids now, and it was the biggest chance for me that I had, the biggest chance I ever took. And some people probably thought I was crazy to leave a full-time position to go into contract work. And luckily I was right. I have a good position now. I'm not super rich. I'm not even rich. But I'm in a much better situation now. And one thing I was fearful at the time, my original role, is that if I was to get let go, I would have no other skills to fall back on. So since then, I'm in a high demand field, the one that I was going for, thankfully. And going from one career field to another, I was able to do that with calculated risk. And I don't think we live in that traditional sort of working environment anymore, Way back, even where I was from, when people turned 18, you could walk down the street to the factory and walk out at age 55, 65 with your gold watch and your pension and get by. And that's the way I feel like things used to be. That's no longer the case. Think about all the different jobs and even careers that you're going to have in your lifetime. So I'm so thankful I did take that risk, and that my wife and family did have the trust in me that I was going to be able to maintain a career. So moving forward, as scary as it was, I look back and I see God's hand through all of it. And it wasn't because of me and how great I am by any means. It was all because of Him. And it was not an easy journey, but that's my story. And, why not in this lifetime, with the time you have, why not shoot for something big? Maybe I could have even aimed my sights higher and shot for something bigger, but I'm not done. And let's see what comes out of this channel. Please let me know if you love it, if you hate it, whatever it may be. That's my story. Digital Dave, out.